good morning to you. Just tell us a little bit about this in particular, please.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So we're now in the situation where 100,000 women who were in work before the COVID crisis are not back at work and want to be, and they're saying the main reason they're saying is because of family responsibilities. That's a failure of the governments to work out flexible working. They put out a consultation which closed a year ago, and they haven't responded. They'd have a year to get back to the public about what they're going to do about flexible working. Now that's a Tory failure, but what Labour would do is come in with flexible working from day one of someone's employment. That would mean a package of different options, such as the ability to work around school pickup times, having more flexible arrangements about first thing in the morning when we'd also have breakfast clubs at school, and just a package of measures to make sure that people had different ways of working their lives and their work together whilst doing a great job. And that's what the Tories are failing to do. They just didn't get back to that public consultation. It's like they've given up on governing, I'm afraid.
Why do you think the Conservative Party are dragging their feet on this?
I mean, you'd have to ask them. I find it absolutely baffling, but it seems to be part of a pattern. We've had pieces of legislation dropped. We've had Rishi Sunak, who just seems to be too weak to stand up to his own backbenchers on the housing crisis. So he's dropped a piece of legislation called the Levelling Up Bill, which should have been a government's flagship piece of legislation, and that just seems to have disappeared. We've had other parts of legislation, such as the Online Safety Bill, part of the Conservatives' manifesto promises in their first Queen's speech. That's been rolled back on. All sorts of things are happening because of Rishi Sunak's weak leadership and his poor judgment in who he's appointed as ministers. That's what it looks like from where I'm sitting. It's a government that's given up on governing. I really wish, if this is what they want to do, I wish they would just move over so a Labour government who are ready and willing to govern could take over.